right, y'all, because get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Basketball Wives LA. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments because y'all already know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we're kicking it off with Jen and Evelyn. They meet up and they talking. Jen's wet and baby Christian is so stressed out. You know, Jen... I understand why that man is stressed out. It takes a lot out of somebody to have to con you out of all this money, pretend like we're going to have this big lavish ass wedding, put on all these different facades to your family and friends. It takes a lot out of a man. You know, I understand why that man is over there stressed out. Everybody understand but you. You the only one over here lost. I just, Christian is just so stressed out. We're dealing with the wedding and this restitution. And listen, the amount of money, I gotta get the smoothie sold. Yeah, baby, you do. You're running out of time, baby. The clock is ticking. That man need his money and he need it now. Okay, what part of this ain't you getting? It's getting close to this fake wedding when all this money's due, his restitution due. You gonna have to do something. Okay, you done called the producer a little bit later on in the episode, but baby, it ain't enough. You need to speed this up, get it sold, do something, because I feel like these checks you getting is running a little thin. They running a little thin, honey, because you really in a rush to get this movie sold. And I understand why. You got a whole sugar baby to take care of. Shit. They talk about Jackie, and basically Evelyn says what everybody been thinking. You know, if Jackie is open to apologizing, Evelyn probably is open to forgiving her. The thing about Jackie is the fun shade that she do, like Evelyn was saying, when she hopped up from the table, start unbuttoning her jacket, talking about she ain't fat, but Evelyn fat, look at your arms, and all that shit. That shit is funny. That's the fun Jackie that we like. That's fun shade. We don't mind that. It's just when Jackie starts pulling up trauma for people, talking about people's deceased children, talking about people not being able to have babies when she knows good and well they have conditions that make them not able to have children. All that shit just looks bad and it's not cool. And that's the kind of stuff when Jackie crosses the line that makes you not want to deal with her. But I just understand how if she does apologize that the ladies would be open for forgiveness just because she's been around so long. And again, all of them do that whole shady shit. All of them are shady in different ways. It's just how you go about it and the type of stuff that you pull up. You feel me? We also find out that they throwing Brooke a divorce party, which I'm not mad at. You know, Brooke just got divorced and she in a fucked up relationship just like Jen. They don't like to really talk about it because it's Brooke and not Jen. The only person really speaking up about it is Brandi, but we gonna get there. I am happy that the girls is coming together and throwing her a little something, though, because of all the ladies, Brooke do deserve it. Jac'eils decorating for the wedding. Tasha called her and let her know that she won MVP. And I'm just thinking, thank goodness, because that lady sure is away from you a whole motherfucking lot. And at least she got something to show for it, that she's never home 90% of the time. I understand that comes with the territory of being in the WNBA. You have to travel, you overseas most of the time. And that's just what you have to do for the money. So at least Jac'eils is well taken care of. Her son is taken care of. And at least Tasha is winning awards. And she has something to show for all the time that she's away from her family. We ain't even going to spend too much time on that. The ladies arrive at Brooke's party. And they get to talking, chit-chatting about Brooke and her relationship. And Brandi basically is very vocal about the fact that she don't like the relationship. She thinks Brooke is moving too fast. And she don't like them together, frankly. I'm not mad at Brandi. The thing of it is, I can appreciate a friend if she sees a red flag to call it out. Right? The problem is, it's Brandi that's calling it out. And the ladies like to look at it like, girl, how the hell you talking to anybody about a relationship and you done let this man that cheated on you left, right, and sideways back into your life over and over again? And you trying to give somebody advice, let alone telling her something that she shouldn't do when it comes to a man. I just feel like if it was coming from somebody like a Shawnee that, sat her down and was like, okay, Brooke, do you think we might be moving a little fast? I think it would be more received and it would come off totally different than Brandi telling her, Okay, Brooke, I just think you moving too fast. You feel me? That just is what it is. Not to mention, Brandi been rubbing Evelyn the wrong way. So every time Brandi is bringing up the fact that she don't support Brooke's relationship, it's rubbing Evelyn the wrong way. And she's feeling like, bitch, you need to keep your motherfucking mouth closed. And it's like, Evelyn, she don't really have to. She's known Brooke just as long as you've known Brooke. They have the same level of a friendship. And I don't think it's wrong for Brandi to vocalize what she feels. I mean, that just is what it is. Brandi feels like the ladies don't vocalize it because they scared of Brooke. And that could also be a thing. They scared of how Brooke is going to react. Brooke a high head. She get the howling and veins in her forehead and her neck get the poking out. It's a scary sight sometimes. You don't really know what the hell going to happen. So I could see them walking on eggshells when it comes to discussing Brooke and her situation. Brooke gets there. Her and her mom and them, they partying. It looked like they having a good time. Brooke done just said, fuck it. Got in the pool dress and all. Her mama done got drunk. Laid out on the couch. Jac'eils pulls Brooke to the side and she asked her if she would officiate her wedding. And I thought that was so sweet. It ain't no surprise that them two have grown a nice friendship through filming. They call each other big sis and little sis. And I think that's beautiful of them. You know, I did not realize that they were that close to where she would ask her to officiate the wedding, but I could see what she means. You know, she don't have a lot of family there or close friends. And so with her relationship growing with Brooke the way it is, there's nothing wrong with her asking her to officiate it. Brooke buying a house with Kevin. This is what everybody, or not everybody, but this is what Brandi was talking about. You going to see houses and you buying houses with this man and he's not even showing up to look for the damn house. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, some came up, he busy. Y'all have made plans to see the house. Y'all have set a time and a date with the realtor. Y'all have made an appointment to go. And now all of a sudden he can't show up. It's because he is doing something else or he doesn't want to show up. Like, I don't want to hear that something came up and he's too busy shit. And I think that Brooke is realizing it because in this scene, you kind of see a few flashbacks of scenes that we didn't see. Like they were meeting up for tacos at some point, and then he tells her he can't make it for tacos. And my whole thing of it is, I get that they in a long distance relationship, but if you in LA, if you're there, what the hell is the excuse? And y'all have already made plans. What the hell is the excuse that you can't meet up with me now? And we have made plans to have a date with each other. It's not like you out of town and we had a phone call set up. Motherfucker, I'm ordering 7 tacos because I thought you was going to be here to help me eat them. What the hell? And apparently it's, you know, you just now telling me I done got here, ordered the food, sat down and looked at my phone. And now I'm getting a text talking about you ain't coming. What the hell's going on? What else are you doing here? He ain't worried about you and buying no house. And this is exactly what Brandi was talking about. So Brooke ended up taking her mama, and her mama is just basically telling her, you know, listen, don't rush into nothing, you know, take your time. And if it don't feel right, don't do it. Brooke, don't do it. That's basically what everybody is fucking screaming at you. Jac'eils and Tasha, they at the rehearsal for the wedding. And again, it really don't be much to their scenes. They running through the wedding. I can't wait for it to be over with because we've been anticipating this shit this whole season. And I'm just ready to see it happen. I'm happy it's gonna go ahead and happen this episode and get it over with, for real. It's not that I don't want to, you know, it's just that I want Jac'eils to have more of a storyline on here than just her wedding. You know, it would be different if there was like some wedding drama popping up, but it's like everything been going kind of smoothly. And I know that that's crazy to say, but I want her to have more going on than just this wedding. So I'm happy for it to be over so that now we can start seeing more of a character come out of Jac'eils. Because we've been dealing with this wedding ever since she been on the show. That's all I'm saying. Brooke and Brandi meet up. They basically having a chit chat and they get to talking about this whole Kevin situation. And Brooke lets it be known that her and Kevin broke up. She broke up with him. And she immediately is like, and I don't want to hear no I told you so's, bitch. And it's like, why? Because you know I told you so? Is that what it is? They get to having a back and forth. And it's like I said, a lot of people don't respect Brandi. and her advice when it comes to relationships, because Brandi has taken her husband back time and time again after he's cheated on her. So that makes you lose credibility in a lot of people's eyes. That's exactly what Brooke basically said. Brandi was like, so do you feel like I'm stupid for taking Jason back? Or do you think he's still cheating on me now? And Brooke looking, baby, like a deer in headlights. Like a deer in headlights. And then finally she say, I would hope not. But it's like, that's exactly what everybody's thinking. Everybody's thinking, just like with Jen, just like with Brooke, everybody's thinking, Brandi, you a damn fool for keep on being with this man and staying with this man all this time. And all he do is keep on having affairs on you and cheating on you over and over again. And a lot of people feel like Brandi's not happy in her relationship. And that's why she is, again, latched on to Brooke's relationship and why she doesn't feel like it's going to work, because she sees a lot of her own relationship in it. And it's easier to call out somebody else's relationship than to call out your own shit when it, you know what I'm saying, when it got something to do with you. So that's why I feel like a lot of the girls don't listen to Brandi. And even though a lot of the times Brandi is giving good advice, she don't take her own advice. So it's kind of like, you know, what I'm listening to you for. Jackie meets up with Shaunie. Like I knew she would. Honey, Jackie, you know you need that motherfucking job. They talk their friendship. And basically, Shaunie just getting her ass as nice nasty as she can. Y'all know how Shaunie do. She like, I wish you would have just called me. If you feel any type of way, because I can understand you feeling away, and venting to a friend about me, about something that you think happened with a situation within our friendship, somebody, you know, that you thought was close to you, you vent to them, it's okay. And I be saying that too. Like, people think it is so wrong that if you get mad with one of your friends and you have another friend, you go and vent to that friend. That's totally different than like just some random day your friend tell you something and then you immediately get off the phone with that friend and call another friend and tell all her business. That's totally different than if you have two different friends, or if you are in a friend group, one friend piss you off, you call the other one up and be like, girl, such and such was really tripping today. Like, dead ass, this happened, and then this happened. And y'all just basically talk about it because that's your truth and that's what happened. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, the mess comes when, like I said, it's the shit talking, or if you constantly telling your friend business or something like that. So I appreciate Shaunie for being realistic and saying, you know, Jackie, it's cool that you wanted to vent to Sunday. It's cool, but I wish you would have called and vented to me too. That's all. If you gonna call the next chick about something we got going on, you should be able to call me too, especially if you call me a friend. And Jackie was like, you know, yeah, I understand. Yeah, Shaunie, and you're right. I messed up. You did. And you know you did. You better get the groveling, honey, because you do not want to lose that check. It's the day of Jac'eils' wedding. And as she's getting dressed, Brooke is so thoughtful. She calls Jac'eils and she tells her she got a surprise for her and she's about to send it to her. And she sends her a video package of like all of her family and some of her best friends, her mom, a lot of people basically telling her how much they love her and Tasha and they support their relationship. And it was really beautiful. That is the kind of heart that make you really love Brooke. Stuff like that. Because it meant a lot to her. Like she said, she doesn't have a lot of her friends and family in town for the wedding that were able to like travel there. So just getting video of them, and just think of how the time Brooke took to like reach out to them and ask them to put that together. Just the thought that went into that. It's amazing, you know. The ladies arrive at the wedding, and her is some crazy shit. These bitches actually got to that girl wedding and dug in the food before anybody got to eat. Before the ceremony even started, they ate. Y'all, let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this scene. Do y'all feel like this was dead ass wrong? Because me personally, somebody would have got through the fuck out. Okay, somebody would have, even Jen, see, that's not gonna fly. You know what? That's not gonna fly at my wedding. But I seen you with a plate, though. I mean, that was absolutely crazy. How are y'all going to eat before the bride and like anybody in the wedding? Y'all are really sitting down eating and people hadn't even got there yet. I just thought that was the tackiest shit. Y'all like to really talk about how poised and all of this y'all are, but that was some tacky ass shit for y'all to sit up and have a plate of food before anybody even got there and before the wedding even started. the wedding happened. The ceremony was beautiful. Brooke did great. After it's over, the ladies is sitting around, and once again, they get to talking about Brooke relationship. Well, Brandi's basically downloading Jen on what's going on, because Jen's lost. Jen's confused. Jen's like, she didn't know that Kevin and Brooke broke up. Jen told her, and, they kikiing about it, and you just see Evelyn over there with that damn side eye. She another one that got a vein in the middle of her forehead that get the poking out when she get irritated. So she jump up and go immediately find Brooke and tell Brooke, Brandi over here telling all your business to Jen. I get why Brooke would be upset that, okay, she wasn't the one that was able to reveal the information because it is her business to tell. I don't get why she was so mad that Brandi was telling Jen. I mean, everybody had been the whole friend group had been talking about this relationship, and it's not like Jen wasn't going to find out eventually. I just really don't think it was a big deal. I think that Evelyn running over there and making it seem like it was a bigger deal than what it was crazy to me, and I just feel like it shows that she got something in her crawl for Brandi. Like, she don't like Brandi. Yeah, Brandi, you could have just said, hey, I'm gonna let Brooke tell you. It's her tea. I'm gonna let her tell you. But at the same time, this is a collective friend group. I mean, was Jen not gonna find out that Brooke and Kevin broke up? She was definitely gonna find out soon. They're about to go on a trip together. That's another thing. They asked Jac'eils if she's going to be able to go on a honeymoon. And, of course, Tasha got to get her ass back overseas to work. So, no. And Evelyn's like, okay, well, let's all do a girls trip. They're going to be talking. I'm sure Jen would have found out about the breakup. So I just really didn't think it was a big deal that Brandi was sitting over there telling Jen about the breakup. Granted, like I said, one might think it's the context. It was how they were kikiing about it. It was the fact that, girl, you knew that wasn't going to work. I mean, come on now. And the first thing she even said was, I don't want to hear all that I told you so stuff, because I told you so. And, maybe it was the way she was saying it. And then you got Jen's ass. They tried to compare them to me and Christian. And I'm just like, no, not even. Don't even do that. And it's just like, girl, y'all are twins. Where have you been? I don't know why you're delusional, but you did move on fast as hell with this boy, just like Brooke did. He over here playing with you just like Kevin was playing with Brooke. And that just is what it is. Brooke get mad, and she, once Evelyn is telling her the tea, Brooke get mad and decides she about to leave. And she goes over to the table and hug everybody and purposely skip Brandi. And, of course, Brandi like, what the hell? But she immediately know that it's Evelyn that went over there and said something. So she like, Evelyn, what you tell her? Evelyn like, you tell her too much. I just saw her. You was over here talking about her and Kevin, and that was it, talking about the breakup. I ain't say too much, but I'm about to go. And she get up and sashay her ass away too. Brandi just knew right then, girl, bye. It's something Evelyn done told her, got up underneath her skin, and then got her mad at me. And that just is what it is, because she been doing it all season. I want to know what the backstory is behind them two as well. Like, why is it that they having this little tit for tat? But y'all make sure y'all get in these comments and let me know some. Let me know, was it wrong for them hoes to sit down and eat a plate of food at that girl wedding before the wedding even started? Like, what in the hell is going on here? Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, because y'all know y'all don't want to miss when I come back with the next one.